Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is Vicki Ashard from Nature's Best Star. I'm going to talk about my pictures that I have on my wall in my home. I'm so excited to do this because it reminds me of what I used to do and starting in 1995 and all the years that I've done this. And I just love looking at these again and talking about them. So thank you for joining me. And I'm so excited to share this with you. Now I want to tell you, I started, going around my house and taking pictures of what we have on our walls. However, I found that I had so much glare. So as you can tell, half of the frame of the matting actually looks darker than the other half. Well, the one that's the darker part is actually what the matting looks like. And so if you can envision that, but I think this is the best way to do this because the slideshow is showing up much better than if I would have just, went around the house to take them. So, I apologize for that. I was kind of excited to show you things to do it the other way, but this is going to be really, really good, I think. And so I can actually also talk about the flowers a little bit more, I think, this way too, and share with you what I was actually thinking when I was making these designs. So, what I was wanting to do is I just had so much fun creating butterflies with different petals and creating and learning how to do that. As you can tell, like the bottom one was a really big rose, and then I used actually pansy petals to put on that too. And so, and then various different butterflies that I've made, different flowers. It was just such a wonderful experience. And so then what I did was all these petals that you see in the border is like I wanted to take these flowers and make something out of all these flowers because I thought, I love all these flowers, but how am I going to actually incorporate all these flowers in this design? So I decided, oh, making a border would be nice. So what I'll also do now is I'll tell you what I actually wrote about this design, and we have it on the back of each picture. So this one's called Butterfly Trio. And so what I wrote is bordering these three butterflies are beautiful flowers and foliage. Look carefully to pick out your favorite flower or petal. Every year I learn the name of a new flower. Life is like that, always something new to learn. An exciting adventure. I hope you too enjoy learning something new and have time to discover places of wonder and awe. And that's what I just actually felt. It was like such wonder and awe to me to do this. So let me switch hands here. I'm going to be switching hands and showing you the next one. Okay, so this is also in my foyer, and it is called Summer Sunflowers. I just love this so, so much. I love summer and I love the summer sunflowers. And I wanted to create this naturally. I didn't want to have like, a painted basket or something. So I thought, how can I actually make a basket? So actually, I took some fern and I made a basket. And so the big flower is an Indian, called an Indian blanket. You've probably seen those type of flowers. So when I pressed compound flowers, what I had to do a lot of times, in fact, a lot of these flowers were taken apart and then constructed back together, and that's how I actually did a lot of my work. Because when they're too bulky in the design, these are all prints, so of my original flowers. So what happens is that when you have a really bulky flower, it doesn't print well. It shows too many shadows. So you have to actually press them really, really flat. So that's what I did. I constructed a lot of my flowers that I ever made and the designs. Oh, sorry, I just touched my, um, excuse me, my microphone. But that's what I did. I constructed flowers a lot. So on the back of this, don't you love this frame too? I just love this frame. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I just love the wood. So it's called Summer Sunflowers, and on the back I put Indian blankets, basking in the sun, golden daisy-like flowers popping up here and there, and yellow sunflowers gleaming and looking oh so beautiful. Summer is a wonderful time to labor in the garden and enjoy so many beautiful flowers. How can I not preserve a basket full of summer sunflowers? And I think that was my favorite time to garden. I say was because I don't garden a lot anymore. I do watercolor now, but my husband still actually does some gardening. But I have perennials a lot now, so I don't have to labor so much. But I do enjoy my garden all year long, spring until late fall. But I remember really loving the garden in the summer. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I'm going to switch hands again and show you on the next slide here. Okay, so this is where I really thought, oh my, I have so much glare. This is in our foyer also, and it's next to a mirror, and then I don't know why I got so much glare on it, but I'm going to be talking about the two designs that are in here and the scripture that I have in the middle. So this is called Woodland Beauty on the top, and this one is also called, well, it's not also, but it's called More Woodland Beauty. And then in the middle, the scripture reads, Every good and perfect gift is from above. And that's from the book of James. And so these flowers are, and also these flowers are not in the woods, but I just thought that they look so natural and something that maybe you'd see popping up once in a while in the woods. So I remember my actually actually going to the nature center in Troy and Michigan, and really enjoying my nature walks there with my children. They were in the naturalist program. They were all called, it was called, they're a junior naturalist, and they just loved going to the nature center. And we just had so much fun there. So let me read what I have on the back of this one. It says, when making this design, I imagine myself walking in the woods, seeing splashes of these beautiful flowers, orange zinnias, golden daisies, candy tuft, white with pink tips, pink alyssum, potentillas, and cherry blossoms. Although these flowers were grown and cared for in my garden, this design led me to think of the woods, a peaceful, quiet place surrounded by splashes of beautiful color. And maybe you felt that too, walking in the woods once in a while. You know, you'd see these beautiful flowers and these splashes of colors. So then I say, beauty is ours to behold, such woodland beauty. And then this one here, the More Woodland Beauty, I say, I once made up a song while playing my guitar long ago. Capture the beauty all around, all for everyone to be found. Once again, my mind was drawn back to the woods while making this design and finishing Woodland Beauty. This design had to be More Woodland Beauty. So I enjoyed that so much doing that. And I love this frame too. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And it will be our last one for today. Whoa, look at this one. Don't you love this one? This is one of my favorites too. I just have so many favorites. And look at this framing. Let me get a little bit closer here. Isn't that beautiful? And I love this one because it reminds me of our up north trips. Most of the flowers on the bottom were from up north. You know, I stopped by the side of the road and got some flowers there. So many beautiful butterflies that were made out of so many wonderful flowers. I just love this one. A little bit of our cherry blossom tree on the right there. Just so many wonderful memories of doing this one. It's called Butterfly Wonder. When I'm surprised by a butterfly fluttering in my garden, puts me it puts, such a smile on my face. This design of butterflies is the fourth in my series of butterfly designs. Many flowers and foliage used in this design came from up north Michigan, a very special place in the world. Serenity, beauty, what a wonder. So I'm so happy to have that on our wall. This is my latest one on our wall because we actually redid my our our walls. Our walls are now painted a light yellow, and I thought this design went so well with that. So thank you so much for joining me. This was so exciting, and I plan to do this until I finish showing you all the pictures on my wall and talking about them. I love talking about them. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm just so glad you came today. And then after this, maybe we'll get into the watercolor pictures that are on my wall. Not as many as the pressed flower pictures because I started 1995 doing pressed flowers and 2015 doing watercolor, and my walls are kind of used up. So I have more pressed floral work on my walls, I think. So anyway, thank you so much, and come back. I hope to do this on Tuesdays, and I'm just so happy to do it for you, and just so excited about this. Okay, see you next time. Bye for now.